Hello. I was afraid of making this video, but I have to so I can get some guilt off my chest. Just to be clear, I am not in any current drama. I'm making this so I have some confirmation for everyone, in case I'm being stalked and someone is trying to cancel me for past actions. Now, some of you can see my channel was made during the start of 2021 or so, but I've actually been on YouTube since 2018. I started social media because in real life I was bullied for how I looked and acted. So I joined the internet to make friends and show my talents. I made my Singing Monsters content, and I picked up a few friends by 2019. But then 2020 Valentine's Day hit, and I was about the only one without a Valentine. I wouldn't have had a problem with this if it weren't for one thing. Basically everyone no longer had time to talk to me, and more for their spouses. Somehow, this also wouldn't have been a problem if it was for everyone, but it seemed to specifically be directed at me. And after a while I turned to Twitter, and I met someone who was incredibly nice to me, and after a while we started dating. Now, before I tell what happened, I was 15 at the time, and also had only just learned what pedophilia and other strange crimes were, and my only introductions to pedophiles were like 20-50-year-old men, and we were 5 years apart, making them 10 years old. Now, I joined Twitter because I heard about pedos on their site, and for me it felt like a win because if it's an adult I can cancel them, and if they are in my age group I can date them normally. After a while people started telling me to break up with them, to which I didn't know why, to which they said they were underage. By this time I didn't know it, but they were 10 years old, and when I heard that I thought they were just hating on me, because we were both considered minors. So I was incredibly confused, and when more people started to tell me, the more I considered it. But having not felt happiness for a year and a half, I decided to say fuck it, because having friends who abandoned me for their spouses, I felt as though I had nothing to really lose anymore. So I ignored it, until they broke up with me. At first, I thought the worst of it was over. However, I had basically just stooped myself down to RB levels. Fortunately nowadays I understand how age gaps actually work. Length of years depends on what age group you're in, and I since now have a girlfriend. Sub to her right now or I'm cancelling Voltage. I'm keeping all people I know anonymous since thus community is fucking great at harassing